Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do my manga reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen, manga chapter 192, and this is going to be a very interesting chapter, and I say that for every chapter that I react to because it is, because from what we're going to get most likely in this chapter, we're going to see the fight between Naoya as his new cursed spirit versus Maki, as well as, if I remember correctly, not Kashimo, Noshitori Kamo. Yeah, he's going to most likely play a part in this fight, but from what I have seen, which is not really that much, this is going to be primarily a fight between Naoya and Maki. So let's just dive right into it and see what's going to be going on in this chapter. And oh boy, it starts off a little bit differently than I thought it was, actually focusing on Kashimo or Kamo, Noshitori Kamo, as it talks about, like, I think the head of, like, his school. I forgot where school he goes to, but it's like, I heard that Itadori died by suicide when finishing off a hostile sorcerer. What must you remember, Kamo? In order to prevent your adversary's transformation into curse after death, you must kill them with Jujutsu. Ooh. Okay. Alright. This explains everything that's going on with Naoya and how he died, because unfortunately, because Naoya didn't die due to Jujutsu, because he was literally killed by, Maki's mother, he came back, as we get more of that confirmation in this chapter, as Naoya is there, and he's like, I didn't have any curse energy, so I killed him with my fist. I should have known this would happen. I failed to finish you off. Well, yeah, but also you weren't the one that actually killed him. It was like, no, you don't understand, Maki. The one who killed me was your mother. As Maki's like, what? He's like, Could it be that I've upset you? I'm shocked. I'm here to kill ya, coming from Naoya in this worm form. It's like, do you think you can beat me when you're so distracted? As it seems as if Maki is able to break out of Naoya's grasp, as she was slammed into the trees. She's able to break out of it. Ooh, actually, no, that was Kashimo. Not Kashimo. Noritoshi Kamo. Kamo's the one that fired it off. It's like, I hate that curse technique, Noritoshi. Thanks for the help, but you used your intuition to aim right. Good thing I didn't hit you. Unlike Maki, its location is easy to sense. Okay, so he's firing off the arrows, most likely made of his blood, as they're able to swerve and weave through the trees. And unfortunately, he fails to hit Naoya, as Naoya's like, too slow. But Maki just comes in, grabs him, throws him up against the wall, or throws him against the area where the arrows pierce through him, and you have Maki using her sword, I forgot the name of it, to slash right through Naoya. And it's like, did that kill it? So cursed spirits feel pain. I've exorcised so many, and they all were hurting, huh? I feel so sorry. As you just have Maki's like, he's higher up now. Not. Okay, of course, he doesn't feel sorry for killing him. It's like, it's disappearing? No, that form looks like, oh no, something bad's about to happen. I knew it. Noritoshi, shoot! It's a cursed womb, and it's metamorphosizing. Oh, as we see that Noshitori Kamo pulls out a package of blood, begins to shape it, compresses it down, and is about to shoot it at him. It's like piercing blood pierces through the womb, as it apparently, quote unquote, hits Naoya, as Naoya is screaming, ah! As the, oh wow, oh no, this isn't good. As the womb begins to dissipate, and it's like, good thing we exercised it, as he thinks that everything is good. If it was that fast as a cursed womb, how fast would the final form have? Yep, he's completed, and this is a very, very creepy design. He has like a full body with like his skull and just freaking tendrils inside of his body. Ooh, this looks very creepy. And it's like, Noritoshi. Ooh. That trash was so clueless as it slams Noshitori through a whole bunch of trees as Maki screams for him. And oh boy, this is going to... Oh, and the chapter's already over. Wow. This was a... Oh, wow. This was a very shorter chapter than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that makes sense. It's actually a fair amount of action in this chapter. Alright, so let's go into a slight review. Nothing really of, like, grandiose happened in this chapter. There was a lot of cool action, don't get me wrong, and that's something that I can say about Jujutsu Kaisen, is that it's very fast-paced, but it's fast-paced with a lot of action in it, because obviously it's a shonen. But for the most part, the main things to take away from this is just the final reveal of how cursed spirits are formed from, like, you know, enemies, such as, not Noritoshi Kamo, but as Naoya. It is explained in this chapter that if you do not kill your opponent with cursed energy or Jujutsu, then most likely than not, they'll be able to come back as a curse after death. And that's kind of the explanation what was happening with Naoya. And that was an explanation that many people in the community had about how Naoya could eventually come back and fight Maki. And in this way, he is probably going to be a more devastating opponent for Maki, which is going to demonstrate how strong she has gotten since that confrontation if she's able to kill him, but also just to bring Naoya back into the story and to have his connection with Maki as well as Noritoshi Kamo because of his relation to the other Noritoshi Kamo, because they're related by blood, both literally and figuratively, but also metaphorically. Yeah, this fight is going to have a whole lot of connections in it, and I don't think Noritoshi Kamo is going to be a part of it because he is potentially dead. Or not, he could have survived that. He could have actually be faster than we think with his blood, and if he's covered in blood, he may be an actual better fight for Naoya, and he may actually be the one to actually kill him because, you know, Maki doesn't have cursed energy, so she can't really perform proper jujutsu, or unless she kills him with something that has cursed energy or jujutsu in it, she won't be able to kill Naoya permanently. She will only be like postponing the inevitability of his return. So what I think is going to be happening is that Noritoshi is going to survive this. He's going to be covered in blood, and most likely he's going to spend his last moments of his life, or before he passes out, to fire off an attack that will actually kill Naoya, which will be a very, very thematic relevance and kind of like irony with it, when it comes to Naoya being beaten once again by someone who's able to manipulate blood and is a part of that same bloodline. So that's kind of like my idea for it. This new Naoya form is probably going to be incredibly fast, incredibly powerful, just by using like the tendrils inside, was able to send Noritoshi Kamo like flying so far away, and even so fast that maybe Maki didn't even really see it. So we're going to be getting another few chapters of just fighting, which I'm going to be really okay with because I really do enjoy the fighting in action in Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this chapter. What did you think? Did you think that this was a very short chapter? And what do you think is going to be going on with Noritoshi Kamo? Do you think that he's going to die, or do you think he's going to survive? Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below, as well as leave a like on the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!